a story that explores the depths of mental illness and ultimately redemption. We're so happy to welcome back homegrown author and Army veteran Anthony Kelly, who has just released his latest novel, Illmanic. It's good to have you back.
I'm glad to be here.
Good. So you've been busy writing this book. Curious what the inspiration was behind these pages.
The inspiration was my mother, Louise Mays. She was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia in 2002, and since that day she's been up and down, in and out of mental hospitals.
That must be very difficult.
Yeah, it has been. My brothers and my sister and I, we've been together on this whole thing, and yeah, she has her good days and the bad days.
Yeah. Would you say it brings you and your siblings closer
Absolutely,
together?
absolutely,
yes.
yes.
Growing up, did you notice signs, or did it really manifest itself as you got older?
Yeah, the signs were there, but like I said, in 2002 she was actually diagnosed, and ever since then she's been on medications and you know, the ups and downs, like I said.
Now, you're a veteran, so of course, as always, thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome, very welcome.
But as someone who is a veteran and other fellow veterans suffering from PTSD, that's also a theme in this book as well, isn't it?
It is. Monty Jones, he's the main character. He's going through his issues with PTSD and also dealing with his mother, who had a nervous breakdown. Yeah.
Is this something that you relate to personally? Did you have bouts of PTSD?
I wouldn't say from the military. I didn't have PTSD from the military, but I was a defense contractor for over 20 years. So I've been to Afghanistan 3 times. I've been to Iraq 3 times, Korea, Kuwait, and I saw more as a defense contractor than I did as a service member. Yeah.
So and also just knowing other veterans as well who did fight in combat and came home and are grappling with those issues.
I know plenty of veterans. Yeah.
So in this story, how do those worlds collide when you have someone who's suffering from mental illness and someone who's coming back with PTSD? How does that work?
Monty, he just got out of the Army, and he's just at a family barbecue one day, and his mother has his breakdown. And so he's having to take care of her, and at the same time, the PTSD that he experienced in Iraq and Afghanistan is starting to come down on him. So I would say they collide in a way that makes a great story, and a story that other people going through similar situations can reflect on.
Yeah, I can certainly imagine that. And there is, don't want to give away the ending.
No.
But there are ups and downs, and ultimately
throughout the
ups
entire
in the story.
Yeah, ultimately ups. There's love, unexpected love. As a matter of fact, someone that he kind of met, in Iraq, that he ends up seeing again later in the story.
Yeah, and there's redemption in that story. There's suffering in that story. What is the one thing that you hope readers take away when they pour through these pages? I
want the reader to really relax, first of all. I think we all need to relax these days and just calm down because there's so much turmoil going on in the world. Yeah. But I would like the reader to take a moment just to see that other people, even though it's a fictional story, but other people are having it worse than them. You know, you may think the world is coming to an end, but ultimately, other people are having things that's worse than what you're having. That's
right. This makes your 3rd novel?
This is my 4th novel.
Your 4th novel now.
Yes.
So congratulations on 4 novels.
Thank you.
When was the turning point for you when you decided you wanted to be an author?
Around 2002, around that same time, my mother had a breakdown. Yeah.
Was that a cathartic experience?
Very.
Putting that
very much so.
The emotion onto the page?
Very much so. I would say that whenever I revisited the story, though, I would kind of relive or experience the trauma that Monty was going through, and that was a challenge for me.
Yeah. What advice do you have for people who are going through these same things and maybe can't find the way to get it out?
Yeah, like I said, you really just have to reflect on your life and realize how good you have it versus how some other people in your life may not have it as good. And that would be the #1 thing. Is just thank God for waking up every day.
Sure, and use your words as therapy.
Yes, use those words.
Put it out in the universe. Get it out of your head.
Absolutely.
Have to also give your daughter credit for the beautiful cover that she created.
Miss Rain Kelly.
She did a beautiful
Parks.
job.
She's married now, so Rain Kelly Parks.
Is this a particular person? Is this the protagonist in the story?
This is a painting in the story that Monty enjoys a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you remember the show Good Times.
Of course.
You had Ned the Wino.
Yes.
That was JJ painted as Black Jesus.
That's right.
So that was he's a Good Times buff, and he loves that painting, and he loves the show Good Times.
Your daughter did a beautiful job.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to put up on the screen where you can find the book. We're back after this.